Yo, what is up guys? I'm bringing you a brand new video, and this time I have for you today a bit of a different video than usual. I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on experiences in Guild Wars 2, having never previously played it before. This video is sponsored by Guild Wars 2, but honestly, it really doesn't affect my review since I really have nothing but good things to say about my first time playing the game. And the reason for the sponsorship is because Guild Wars 2 is going to be releasing their newest expansion on February 28th called End of Dragons, so it's really a great time to dive into the game as a returning player to experience their newest content, or even the hundreds of hours of content already in the game if you're a brand new player. So as a new player, my experience, the first thing that you're going to find is their robust character creator, which has several different races to choose from and seemingly endless customization on the look of your character. And from there, you're immersed with a cutscene which is based upon the lore and selections during your character creation. You choose stuff like your faction, you choose like basically your companions and all types of different things that eventually play into this cutscene, so it's really quite cool. And the world is massive. I found myself getting a bit distracted with the environment, and there was a ton of ground to make, but luckily there are fast travel options which definitely cut down on a lot of the travel time. And it was honestly pretty awesome to see just a bunch of random players doing things out in the open. And quite frankly, I didn't even know what I was doing a lot of the time, but when I saw a bunch of other players attacking something, I just joined in and started attacking it too, and it was really quite a cool first play experience. I also got to fight my first boss with some friends of mine who had played for several years already, and it was a pretty refreshing experience because, like in previous MMOs that I've tried, usually you don't really get to a lot of group content right away, and the fact that I was able to do group content with friends like right from the get-go was really, really cool. And the combat was also pretty fun and engaging, and the fact that there's like different weapons and several different abilities which are switchable during the combat was something I had never experienced before. Like there's certain abilities that you have when you have your sword, and then there's certain abilities that you have when you have like a little musket, for example, and it was really quite cool. One of the aspects that I didn't like in the game is that even though there are fast travel locations, it does take a while to traverse between them while you are on foot in the beginning. But they also have a lot of different mounts in the game, and I was able to get my mount pretty quickly. I did a quest line that took maybe 15-20 minutes or something like that, and it was giving me one of the better mounts in the game that really improved my experience a lot. And speaking of the quests, so in Guild Wars 2, the quests are done a lot differently than a bunch of other MMOs that I've played, and they have really thoughtful cutscenes. They don't drone on for long amounts of time and get really boring, and the quests throw you right into the combat of the game, which is my preference for sure. And even without paying too much attention to the dialogue or, talking to different characters, I knew exactly what I was doing and why I was doing it, which a lot of the times in other games, I'm finding myself like, okay, I'm just following the waypoints. And this actually was able to portray to me actively. They had really good active storytelling. So they pretty much nailed that. I knew exactly what I was doing and why I was doing it, which really improved my experience for the game as well. And another aspect that I really liked is they don't give you a sense of being overpowered right off the bat. In a lot of games that I've played before, you're just insanely powerful and you just absolutely slice through mobs with no chance or intensity of dying or fainting or whatever. And in this game, I felt like I had to try. I had to really think about the abilities I was using. I had to use my heals often. I fainted several times while playing the game for only a couple of hours. Like, it was pretty intense, and it felt like I could get way better at the game right from the start, which in a lot of games, it's a hack and slash. This one, you actually had to be thoughtful about what exactly it is that you were doing. And another thing about the questing that was really cool is even if you do die or faint or whatever during the quests, there are checkpoints, so I really felt like I wasn't wasting my time, and it didn't feel like it was a laborious activity. If I was going through a really tough fight, I knew that I was making progress due to checkpoints. So overall, I was really surprised that I had never played this game before. It's honestly pretty awesome, and the hours flew by while I was playing, and I can definitely see how this has been a very, very popular MMO for the entirety of its existence. But that's pretty much all my experience that I've had so far. Overall, I can highly recommend the game, and once again, thank you to Guild Wars 2 for sponsoring this video and doing a sponsored stream with me. If you guys want to check out the VOD, it will be up on my Twitch channel. And if you want more information about playing the game or the End of Dragons expansion coming out on February 28th, check out the link in my description. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.